Hey, if you can see me, if you can hear me, send me a chat and say what's up. Y'all welcome. Hey, Kim, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Y'all welcome. Welcome. Hey, welcome. I see the chat going now. Welcome, guys. If you're here, state your name. Put your name down while I see your name, but let me know where you're checking in from. Can you guys hear me okay? If you can, say hey. Welcome, welcome, y'all. This is going to be the livest webinar you've ever been on. Welcome. I don't know where to look. I hope I'm looking right, but welcome. Hey, yes, glad you guys get on the call. The call was awesome. Mike Burgos did a bang-up job. Welcome. I'm just looking at everybody checking in. 54 people so far. We have over 100 people registered. Welcome, guys. Just trying to give people some time to check in if they may be late. But welcome. Tamara, I'm breaking up on your end. Kim, am I breaking up?
Sound good to me.
I am?
Yeah, no. You sound good. You sound good.
Hey, I see Tupelo, Daphne, welcome. Tamara, welcome. It's Carol, Rhonda from St. Louis checking in. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Tell your people to jump on right now because this webinar is going to give people a lot of great information about what we do. And I got my wonderful co-star, my best friend, of course, Miss Regional Sales Director Kim Bass is going to be helping us tonight, guys. Welcome. I'm so happy to see everybody checking in. If you're just checking in, state where you're checking in from. Tequila, Atlanta, Georgia, I see you. Guys, welcome. Winston from Florida checking in. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. We're going to get started in just a few minutes, just maybe giving people that are jumping on at the last minute some time to do so. But I'm so happy to be able to be here with you guys. I hope everybody has a great connection and you can hear me okay because this webinar is definitely going to be awesome, guys. Welcome, welcome everybody that's checking in. Welcome, welcome. I see I'm getting some thumbs up in the chat, so people say I'm sounding good and everything sounds great on you all's end. So welcome. Larry, Chi-Town, welcome. Yeah, I'm just trying to get my my music back together because I like to have a party when I do stuff. I just want to give people, it's 61 people now. We're 5 minutes in. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Who is that? Lexington, Kentucky, checking in. West Palm, checking in. I love West Palm. Welcome, guys. Welcome, Alicia from Chicago, Melvin, and Angelina checking in from Mississippi. I see you guys. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome. So if your people aren't on, tell them to get on right now because we don't want them to miss any of this amazing information that's going to be shared tonight. So tell them to get on now. We are 60 people in now. We have over 100 people that are registered, so I definitely want to give people some time. If you're checking in at the last minute, tell your team to jump on, tell your prospects to jump on, because this is going to be one of the most amazing webinars that you've ever been on. Welcome everybody checking in. If you're just jumping on, please comment where you're checking in from. Nina, welcome. I see from people checking in. Hi, Benjamin. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Erica checking in. Welcome. Guys, look, I'm so excited. I hope you guys are excited. It's Sunday, so let's not make it boring. Let's have an amazing on the webinar tonight. So again, one more minute to groove and jam with me. If your people aren't here, you've got about 45 seconds to join in with us because this is going to be some great information that we're going to give here. But I want to thank all of you all that are on right now because, again, it is Sunday and you could have been doing anything, maxing and relaxing, but you decided to come on here and get some information that will definitely change your life. Welcome. Kim.
Yes.
I can hear you making sure we're doing a microphone check.
In the building, bestie. We in the building.
All right, y'all. All right, so 5 seconds, 3, 2, and 1. So check it out, y'all. Welcome again. Welcome everybody that decided to jump on with us. I'm so excited to be here. This is a great opportunity, financial education services. And I just want to thank you if you're a new agent. Welcome. If someone invited you here, I hope you have an amazing time. Feel free to post any comments that you may have, any questions that you may have, and I'm definitely going to make sure I can get around to answering as many as I can by the end. But guys, again, I'm so excited and just so excited for everybody that's on here because this information is definitely going to help you, not just with your credit, but with life. You're going to get a lot of value here tonight, and we're going to make sure that everything that we talk about here, you understand it. And at the end, I want you to definitely get back with whomever invited you here. And if you have any questions, I can answer them on a personal level for you. So if you don't know me, a lot of people call me the Transformer, but now I'm just going by Regional Vice President Erica Sanford, and I have my co-star, which is my best friend, Miss Regional Sales Director Kimberly Bass, guys, and we're checking in out of Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm so happy to see you guys checking in from everywhere. But of course, anybody that doesn't know me always knows that I have a story before I get into things, just because I always love to share how this business impacted me, throughout my progress. I've been involved with FES now for about 21 months, about the best 21 months of my life thus far, and I'm looking forward to some more great times here. But guys, I came here like a lot of people that are on here right now. You probably have less than perfect credit. And my credit score was a 497, and I used to be ashamed to share that, but now I love to share it because it may help some other people, of course, like yourselves that are on here that may be in a bracket where you have negative credit and you're embarrassed about it. I was very embarrassed about my credit. And so I'll just kind of give you a little insight about how it all started. So 20 years in the beauty industry, I've been doing hair. That's all I've ever known. My whole entire life is how to make other people beautiful. And I've been always been a six-figure behind the chair, at least for the last 8 years. And, some things just in my life. So, of course, making great income, I was accustomed to living a certain lifestyle, even though my credit did not reflect that. And so it came upon a time where I had this car, and it was so crazy because I worked so hard at 25 years old. I was so enthused about being able to go and purchase a sports car. It was when the Camaros first came back out in 2009, 2010. So you know how it is. You want to be the first to get everything. Of course, if you're a person like me, you like gadgets and things like that. You want to be the first to have it. So I'm like, man, listen, I work hard. I got the money. I won't go to Chevy, and I'm going to give me a Camaro flat because I had the money. So went to Camaro, ended up Camaro, had like a 10% interest rate, had to put $8,000 down, had to take my mom to be a co-signer. A lot of people didn't know I even had a co-signer because people knew I made money. So nobody even knew that I had bad credit. So when I got my mom to co-sign on the car, I had the car for 6 years almost, 3 car payments away from that car being paid off. You know how you sometimes kind of have deja vus, and I used to always think to myself, like, man, I'm almost paying for this car, and I'm almost done paying for a car. What happens? Something happens to the car. So quite naturally, me having that deja vu, one day 3 car payments to this Camaro, very nice Camaro, my car got totaled. I was in a bad accident, and I was fortunate enough to be able to keep my life after that. And so at that point, I knew that God had a purpose for me. So then, wanting to still ride clean again, I'm like, I'm going to recover, wreck my car. Forget I'm just going to go give me another car. So I go to the Chevy dealership. Now, mind you, I had this car for 6 years, I was only 3 car payments away from paying it off. So of course the insurance paid what I owed on the car. So I was clear. So I go to Chevy, and I'm sitting in front of the car salesman. I'm very confident. I know I have, money in the bank. I'm like, I'm gonna go and I'm just gonna give me a Corvette now. I'm gonna upgrade, forget the Camaro, let's get a Corvette. So I'm sitting there, the car salesman comes back out and he tells me that I'm approved for the Corvette. There was a steal of a deal that I wanted. So I'm like, okay, cool. So let's do the paperwork. So he does the paperwork on the Corvette and he comes back. He said, well, Miss Sanford, you're gonna, now mind you, my car got totaled out, so I got like $16,000 back for my Camaro when it was totaled. So I took this $16,000 to the car lot with me, and he told me that I needed to bring back $4 more thousand. Mean I need $20,000. He also told me that my interest rate was going to be like 17.99%, and then told me to go and get an old person. I was like, an old person, great. I could just call my dad. Why? Because he's an old person. He's got great credit. And he never tells me no about anything. So anybody that knows me, I couldn't use my mom anymore because she had already signed for one car. So she wasn't going to sign for another car. So I got on the phone. I called my dad. I was sitting in front of the salesman. I called my dad. I said, yo, Pops, I'm up here at Chevy and like they got a steal of a deal on this Camaro and on this Corvette. And I really want to get it. And I'm like, I got the cash, which it would have been the dumbest deal to do. Anybody knows that. And so my dad just gave me a flat out, like not even thinking about it, not go ask your mama first. He's like, no. And when my daddy told me no, that no like echoed throughout my whole soul, through my bones, throughout everything. Why? Because my dad never tells me no about nothing. I just knew I was finna ride off in a brand new Corvette. But being that didn't happen, guys, was a wake-up call for me that I really needed to do something about my credit. Because being in the salon industry for so long, I was always using other people's credit, my mama credit, my daddy credit, my sister credit, anybody credit, because they knew I had the money to pay the bills. But ultimately, it started to bite me in the butt being a business owner, not being able to further my business because I had no credit. I didn't have as much income as I needed. I really was just getting by because I had so many expenses. So I was like, whatever. So at this point, when my dad told me no, I had to go back to riding a 2003 Honda Civic after coming from riding a brand new Camaro SS. Going back to a Honda Civic was absolutely not what I had envisioned. And if any of y'all can feel me on that, just, you can put in the chat. I don't want to talk to myself. You can chat, you can comment, you can say whatever. But this was just crazy for me. So I get back to riding a Honda Civic and I'm just contemplating. I'm telling God, I'm like, okay, listen, I know this is not what you meant for me. The life I want to live, this is not it. So please just let me know what I need to be doing. So I just, moseying on. So one day my sister came to me and she was like, hey, I think you need to fix your credit. I was like, yeah, you're probably right, but I'm not going to do it right now. And she was like, you need to do it right now. And so she was telling me about FES and how she had come to find them through someone else. And, how she just wanted me to be her first person. And so if any of you all have ever been involved in anything, quote unquote, like this, you probably understand how I felt at that moment. I was like, well, I don't want to waste my money on something that I don't feel like is going to work. I don't want to do nothing else with you where we're going to just be broke. So, just do that by yourself and just let me know how it work out for you. So she came back to me again, told me, listen, you need to fix your credit. I was like, you know what? Okay, I give in. Let me go ahead and give you my credit card information. So my sister signed me up for the program, guys. Having a 497 credit score coming into the game, 30 days after using FES's services, my credit score increased 153 points. And 30 more days after that, which I was still astounded because I didn't even believe this was my credit. I was skeptical, like most of you are, like, oh, this stuff gonna come back on my credit. This is not really my credit. Y'all, the stuff has never come back on my credit. Out of 13 negative items, I had 8 deleted my first 30 days using the services. And then I was able to have the rest of them deleted throughout the course of the 21 months that I still been on the services. I was able to use a lot of those benefits that you see posted behind Kim on that sign to be able to rebuild and restore my credit as I went through the process. So kind of speed things up a little bit, maybe about me being on the program until that following May. I signed up in June of 2016. And I would say May of 2017, I was able to walk into the Jeep dealership and give me a Wrangler that I've been wanting since I was 15 years old. I didn't have to have a co-signer. I don't have a high interest rate. I didn't have to put any money down. And when I walked in, they literally told me that I could go out on the parking lot and pick anything that I wanted on the parking lot per what my credit looked like. So that is what the services guys have done for me. And, you know, this is something that really works for people if you do stick through the process. We have over 43 million people out here with less than perfect credit, and we've helped hundreds of thousands of people remove over 1.5 negative items from their credit report. So this is definitely something that works, a program that I am overjoyed and over thankful for. And I kind of want to get into that, guys, with you on a split screen, and I'm going to show you my screen where you'll be able to follow along with me. But I want to just walk you through the process of what I did up until this point, and then we'll kind of switch the conversation a little bit as we get about halfway through. So I'll appreciate you guys for, you know, just hanging in with me, soaking up as much information as you can. If you want to, you can take some notes about your credit. I'm going to drop a lot of knowledge on that. And I'm going to also tell you how you can make some money in the financial services industry, helping out a lot of people other than yourself. So y'all just give me a minute. Let's get the split screen pulled up. Thank you guys so much again for tuning in with me. Welcome again. Anybody, if this is your first time, welcome. So let's just get this pulled up. Okay, guys, and let me know when you can see what I see. Okay, so at this moment, you should be able to see what I see. Let me move my screen over. No, I'm going to leave my screen where it is. I think it would be wise for me to do that. All right, guys. So if you have any questions about anything, like I said, please put them over in the chat, and I'll be sure to answer them, you know, as we go through. But at the end of the day, this is Financial Education Services, a wonderful company, guys, that can help you rebuild and store your credit. So what you're going to learn today is what is FES? How to position yourself with the best interest rates available for future purchases, how to pay off debts that keep you from going paycheck to paycheck, and how to build a big business from home that won't interfere with what you're doing right now if you want to. All right, guys. So that's basically what we're going to be talking about. So check it out. This is Real Talk Real. If you can see the screen, just let me know. But about 43 million people have a 599 credit score of or less. That is very, very low. If you know, with a 599, you cannot purchase anything. And keep in mind, my credit score was a 497. Nearly half of Americans don't even know their credit score, guys. People don't even look at these things, this is a very, very important number in your life, of course, which is why you're on this webinar right now. The average debt over 225,000, with many having less than 500,000 in savings. That used to be me about 21 months ago, guys. I remember I would go on vacation with all the money that I had in my pocket, no money in my bank account, just praying to God nothing went through my account in overdraft, because I had no money in the bank for anything, not even emergency, if I needed to pay a copay at the emergency room or something, guys. This was just 21 months ago. 39% have no retirement, and only 18% know that they're on track to reaching their income goals for retirement, guys. I didn't have retirement. I know a lot of you guys probably don't. I know a lot of other people that don't. And, you know, that's not a great thing. 65% of people have no will, 82% no trust, and 71% no medical or financial power of attorney. Guys, you don't want to end up like $1 billion that just goes to the state, because you don't have it willed off to anyone that you wanted to go to. So then your property starts to go to people that you may not be, you know, that fond of per se. So you have these things on lock, so that if you have any assets or anything that you deem is worth value to you, you want to make sure that those things are willed out properly in event that something were to happen to you. Over 58 billion in unclaimed life insurance policies, bank accounts, pensions, stocks, and other assets. Guys, that's a lot of money that's just floating out there in cyberspace, because we don't do what we're supposed to do to be able to maintain control of our assets. And just know that every 2 seconds, a person's identity is stolen. I don't know if anyone on here has been a victim of identity theft, but it's not fun. I take a lot of time to rebuild from having identity theft. And in 2016, Equifax, the largest bureau, experienced the largest security breach in history with Social Security and private identity information. I remember that it was actually shortly after I got started as an agent, and a lot of people were wondering what was happening with their personal information, simply because it was just kind of lost out there in cyberspace. So I definitely don't want you guys to be a victim of that. So pay close attention to what's going on with your credit. So basically, with financial education services, what provides to you the financial education and success training that was needed a long time ago. And I know a lot of you guys can agree with me that if we had had this education a long time ago, a lot of us as adults would not be in the situation that we're in today. Services that provide that protect your identity, your family assets, finances, guys, that's something that everybody definitely needs with their family. Want to make sure you have that. And a life-changing, lucrative entrepreneurial opportunity that will definitely change your life, guys. And I'm going to get to that later on down the line, definitely, about how this opportunity has changed my life. And so I just really want to, before we go any further, I'm going to bring up Kim Bass right quick, guys. I want her to just give you all a brief description of what happened to her. She came in the opportunity, and I can just tell you right now, she's my best friend, and I called her because she was working a lot of hours, and I knew that she didn't have good credit. And I was like, hey, I think you need to do something about this. And she was telling me that she had student loans and different things that nobody thinks can be removed from the credit report. So Kim, can you please give them a brief synopsis of, what happened to you when you got started in the business, guys? This is my best friend, everything. We was in the same classes, same everything. I've been knowing her, since we was yay high. And, we know everything about each other. So we ain't got no shame in our game with being transparent with you guys. So Kim, Miss Rita, sales director, can you please just tell your story?
Yes. Can you hear me, Erica?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great. So, how you guys doing this evening? I got started in this business. I was introduced to it by Erica. You guys, I worked 3 jobs. I worked a 9-to-5 job. I worked a 5:30 to 1 o'clock at night, early in the morning, and I worked a Saturday and a Sunday job. At that time, I only had one son, and you guys, I heard this so much from my son. Every time I used to pick him up, I'm like, "Come on, Jay, let's go," because I got to go to work. He's like, "Well, Mom, are you on your first lunch break or your second?" You guys, being a parent, being a mother, to hear your child say, "Are you on your first lunch break or your second lunch break?" That's, it eats you up in the inside. You guys, I worked over 100 hours a week. Just having 3 jobs, having one child at that time was just really, really stressful. Needing the money. I worked 3 jobs, so I needed the money. My credit score wasn't where it's supposed to be, so I needed credit also. So when they introduced the business to me, I was like, what the heck? Erica's my bestie. I'm going to go on and sign up and see what she's talking about. So I signed up. Within 45 days from me signing up, everything got deleted from my credit report. My credit score went up 80 points in the first 45 days. And that alone, I was able to earn extra money because I said yes to the business opportunity. So you guys, this has definitely changed my whole life, like the way I walk, the way I talk, even just the way I look. Like everything has changed since I said yes. I am no longer working 3 jobs anymore. So this business has really helped me, and it just helped me with my credit. The first of the year, I was able to go to a car lot and get anything I wanted. I went into a car dealership. I told them what I was going to pay. They tried to argue with me, and I told them, well, I'll get up and leave. I gave them my social security number that ran my credit, and they was like, yeah, you can go pick out anything on the lot. What an amazing feeling by getting your credit fixed. And then I had some coins in my pocket to pay for whatever I need to, and there was no money down. So I had the power to do whatever I wanted to do because I fixed my credit. So that's just a little short story about how, this program has really worked for me. As far as for credit and for income, it just worked for me, you guys. It just works.
Kim, I appreciate you for that, friend. I love you so much. Guys, I brought Kim in the business. When you love people, you want to tell them, things that could definitely better their life. And that's why I love the information that I'm being able to share with you all tonight, because it can definitely change someone's life, even from credit all the way to the extra income if you want that. But more so focus on your credit, of course. So I get this question a lot. People always say, hey, do you know how my score is calculated? What percentage of this, counts for my score, this, that, and the other. So basically, this is a graph of how that happens, guys. Payment history is 35% of your score. Types of credit that you have, 10%, new credit, 10%, length of credit, 15%, and amount of credit used, 30%. So this is something that you may want to write down just to give you some credit information. So 35% being payment history. So if you have late payments, if you have anything derogatory where you didn't pay 120 days late, over 6 months late, this is going to highly affect your score, anywhere from 50 all the way to 100 points for just one missed payment on one account. So just imagine if you have that on multiple counts. If you have people like myself who scores in the lower 400s, new credit counts for 10%. You're going out applying for new credit. That's a great thing if you get it, bad thing if you don't. The length of your credit history is also 15%. Amounts used, 30%. Guys, if you have credit cards or loans or any type of lines of credit on your credit report, you want to make sure that those lines of credit are paid down to the 30%. If not, your debt to income ratio is highly affected by that, which, because of it being 30%, also brings your score down, which means if you have a card and your limit is $300, then you don't need to charge more than 30% on that card, which is about $90 or so. And if you charge over that, you're over the 30%, which brings your score down. So you want to make sure that you're keeping tabs on that when you're factoring in, guys, your credit scores. So I just want to give you guys a couple of myths about your credit as well. Myth number one, credit agencies are empowered with some kind of governmental authority. That is absolutely not true. Credit agencies have no legal authority at all. Myth number two, credit agencies are required by law to keep derogatory items on your credit report for 7 to 10 years. In fact, that is also the untruth. There is no law that credit agencies have to report any items at all. They are required by law to remove all derogatory items older than 7 years, like student loans and more. But in the case of bankruptcy, 10 years. Guys, none of these items have to be on your credit report for 7 to 10 years. You can have items deleted from your credit report if we find any information that is incorrect about those items. So check it out. Information on your credit report cannot be changed. It's illegal or immoral to have the information altered or removed. The opposite is true with the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which is what we use with FES to have those items to be able to be deleted from your credit report. Are various state of laws that require that an item to be removed if they are not 100% accurate or cannot be verified in a timely manner. Paying a debt removes it from my credit report. A lot of people think this. Just because you pay off an old debt does not change or erase the fact that at all one time you were not paying it as agreed. Can this record be changed? Absolutely, 100%. Guys, know this. I tell people all the time, do not pay collections, because this myth number 4 states it doesn't change the fact that you did not pay them when they were agreed. Take her in the bed. It does not change the fact that they were not paid when it was agreed. So with that being said, that does not make it right if you go and just pay the bill. It actually makes it worse, because it's kind of like you're incriminating yourself, because you actually formed activity on that account by making a payment on it. So make sure that you know that, contrary to what you may believe, paying a past due debt does not make it right after the fact, after you pay it. Okay, so also, inquiries are not derogatory and will not affect my credit standing. Anything that erodes your financial stability is damaging to your credit standing. In the case of inquiries 1 or 2, or not, in case of inquiries 1 or 2 are not, but any more than that begins to tell a story on their own. Basically, it just looks like you're desperate for credit when you're just going out applying for things that you know you already can't get. So I advise, if you're doing that, please don't do that and fix your credit first. So I just want to let you guys know that basically the way the credit bureaus are set up is they have a duty to verify any items that are attached to your credit report. Sad to say, the credit bureaus don't do that. So that's why they invented the Fair Credit Reporting Act, so we could be able to leverage your rights to dispute inaccurate information that could be reported wrongfully. Understand that when you have an account that has been sold to someone else in human transmit, then when they transmit that information to the credit bureau, it's also in human transmit. So that leaves room for human error for something to be reported incorrectly about that item, which is what is able to have it removed from your credit report. And a lot of people don't know that. So I just want to let you all know. So basically, credit restoration with United Credit Education Services. We leverage your rights to investigate, dispute, and challenge negative items on your credit report. Anything that's inaccurate, charge-offs, late payments, foreclosures, bankruptcies, tax liens, collections, short sales, medical bills, child support, anything that you can think of and deem to be negative on your credit report can be removed from your credit report in any event that anything all the way down to a cross of the T is wrong. It can be deleted from your credit report, guys. So that's important to know, especially if you're trying to fix your credit yourself. You want to make sure that you know what you're doing, which we know what we're doing, which is why people hire us, because we know a lot of laws that other people don't, to be able to kind of wiggle you out of situations that you don't want to be in, guys. So make note of that. Anything, people always ask me what can be deleted. Anything that's negative, anything can be deleted. Oh, let's go back. So this is actually some records of people that have had items deleted from their credit report. You see Capital One, Wells Fargo, American Express, the Chase Mortgage, an array of items that have been deleted from someone's credit report. So don't believe the hype when people tell you, oh, that can be deleted, or oh, that has to stay on there 7 years. Here is proof in the pudding that it does not. You know, so a lot of people, if they've tried to do it themselves, they may not know, and they may didn't do it properly, which is why it didn't work out for them. So don't believe the hype. So basically, some other valuable credit building services that you can use in our protection plan that's created by our attorneys is Positive Credit Builder. I love this app. What it does is it gives you recommendations on building excellent credit and adding additional positive trade lines to your credit. I love Debt Zero. Debt Zero helped me pay off $17,000 in debt in just 8 months, guys. And it's a system where you can plug in any debt, student loan debt, mortgage, whatever you got. You can plug this stuff into Debt Zero, and it will calculate how many extra payments you need to make monthly to pay those items off a whole lot faster, which boosts your credit score because it brings your debt to income ratio down. Also helps you save on a lot of interest. So Debt Zero is amazing. We also have a credit attorney. If you feel like you need any type of legal advice, you do sign for absolutely free when you go through our services, and we help you fix your credit. Some other services, we have free credit monitoring. You get free life lock, because we want to make sure that your identity is never at a compromise. Someone said that they can't see the screen. I don't know. Please let me know. Kim, let me know if you can see the screen on your end. But we have free credit monitoring. Like I said, free life lock, financial lockbox, where you can make sure you lock up everything, and someone can press one button to be able to gain access to that. We got prescription discounts, a shopping portal if you wish, insurance plans where you can shop for discounted insurance rate. Also help you travel if you love to travel like myself, where you can go into a discounted travel portal and get our rates on hotels, rental cars, and flights. Okay, Miss Carol, thank you so much. The My Care plan also can be sold separately for people who don't have a will, trust, and power of attorney. That is something that you need to be able to protect your assets, like I said, so you don't end up like Prince did. And also, we can help you get your rent payments reported to the credit bureaus, guys. Isn't that awesome? I think that it is ludicrous that if you get evicted, that they can report that to your credit. But I feel like it's even more crazy that if you pay your rent on time, you don't get credit for it. But guess what? You do now with Credit My Rent, and you can see one of our agents to be able to get that. Guys, I actually have it. It's reporting to TransUnion right now, and it actually did boost my score when I put my rent on there. So that's something that's great, especially if you're going somewhere applying for things and they use TransUnion. That's another thing that I want to put out there, just a credit fact, guys. When you're going in up for things, make sure that you call those people wherever you can apply for something, and ask them what bureau they use, so you can kind of know a guesstimation of what your score would be on that bureau, because different bureaus calculate your scores. I mean, I'm sorry, different entities where you go to purchase items calculate your. So you want to make sure that your score is looking good on whatever bureau the people are going to pull when you go somewhere. So that's just a little credit tip. You guys can write that down. So this is what some of our customers are saying that have definitely been products of the product. After having a bankruptcy removed, we were able to purchase a home with a low fixed interest rate, which saved us almost $1,000 per month. And that's Miss Johnny and Sandra Mole in Dallas, Texas. In 2 months, my credit score, my insurance premium was lowered by $2,000 per month. That's Miss Yvette Reed in New Jersey. And Mr. Vinny Ho says, after just 45 days, I had a tax lien and a foreclosure deleted from my credit reports. Wow, guys, I actually have personal clients as well. I can say at least 10 that I know for sure that have had tax liens deleted from their credit report of various. So where I had someone have 2 foreclosures deleted from their credit report. And the young lady who had the tax lien deleted, it was $100,000 tax lien, guys, that to get deleted. So do not believe the hype when people tell you that you cannot get things deleted from your credit report, because you absolutely can. So this is what the FES Protection Plan website looks like. When you get started with us, guys, if you want us to help you, which I highly suggest you do. I know a lot of you say, or a lot of people say, hey, I can do it myself. And I feel like if you can do it yourself, it would have already been done by now. If you're a person like me, my screen is still showing 22. It'll probably catch up, Melvin. If you're a person like me, you don't have the time to do all of that stuff. So you just hire people and let them do it for you. So this is actually what it looks like, where you're having your own online account where you'll be able to sign up for all of those free services that I just talked about. And then you'll also be able to track your progress as you go along in this account as well. So it comes in very, very easy to have this. This is what a lot of other places don't have when you get your credit fixed. They don't have something for you to be able to track what's going on with your progress. So the reason why I love it, guys, is because for all of those services, if you want a credit, individually, it could cost you $10,000 annually or $400 per month. But if you get them from us, it's a one-time activation of $99 and $89 per month. So when you first get started, you'll pay $188, then $89 a month. You're not under any obligation. So once you're comfortable with your credit, you're more than welcome to cancel the service at any time. And you keep a free will, trust, and power of attorney, which a lot of people, especially a lot of business owners, and I know because I was one, that do not have a will, trust, and power of attorney. And they are valued at starting at about $2,100 a pop. And so you can get it here just for getting your credit repaired just for $89 a month, guys. So that's something that I love about here, because it's absolutely set up to where you can't lose, because you're either going to, or my favorite part, you can come in as a business partner with us and help some other people other than yourself and make a gang of cash for doing so. So guys, if you came on to get your credit repair, I want to recap that for you. $188 to get started. So if you wanted to start today, whoever invites you on here, you're going to hit them up and you're going to pay $188 to get started today. It'll be $89 monthly, but it's no contract. So once you're comfortable with your credit, you're more than welcome to move on with your great credit, get your house, get your car, whatever it is you're going to need to get. But I can assure you that if you stick through the process and you trust that it's definitely going to happen. It's not something that happens overnight. It does happen overnight for some. Using our services, people normally see great results within the first 45 to 90 days, but we do the services for a minimum of 4 to 6 months, so that we'll be able to have enough time to communicate on your behalf. So does that sound fair? I know a lot of you are. Does that sound fair? You can put it down fair. We will make it fair for you, because we want to help as many people as we possibly can get their credit restored, guys. So again, just on the customer side. So let's talk about how you can come in with FES and make a career out of this thing if that's what you want to do. So just want to kind of step back into my story a little bit, guys. When I got started with FES, not only did I have bad credit, not only was I broke, but my income, and I was really praying to God to send me an angel or a bag of money to fall out the sky in my lap or something, because I was really, really struggling. And a lot of people didn't know it because I did it with a straight face. And I know a lot of you do the same thing. And I was just kind of, on a wing of prayer, just looking for something. I knew that I still wanted to help people and be able to minister to people, whatever, but I never knew what type of platform God was going to put me on to be able to do that. So after my credit got fixed, you can be a customer first and convert over and become an agent. So of course my sister came to me after me seeing such great results in a very short amount of time, about 90-day time span. She came back and said, hey, I think you ought to be an agent. That's when I stopped. I said, oh, now I know a lot of you all that are on here right now, if you've done some form of network marketing. I don't know why your screens are still showing 22, guys. 9. We're on screen 29. Just let me know when it catches up, y'all. I'm on 29. I don't know. So basically, when she came and asked me, did I want to be an agent? Of course, I was like, no. I didn't want to be an agent. And she was like, well, why not? I'm like, because I don't want this to be like the other stuff that we've done in the past where we had to sell something for people and we were still broke. And, I just don't want it to be like that. And I feel like it's going to be like that. She was like, well, why? I see you guys, the screen is still on. I see you guys, the screen is still on 22. Let me see if I can fix it. Hold on. Bear with me 1 second. Let me see if I can fix it. Y'all just give me 2 seconds. Don't bail out on me. It's not going to take long. So like I said, when I was approached with the opportunity to be an agent, of course, I didn't want to do that just because I didn't want to do it. I was thinking it was going to be like other stuff that we had already done in the past. And I was just like, no, and no. And so my sister was like, I feel like you should do it with me. Just give it a try. Now, my sister, she's very quirky. She works in corporate America, and she's always looked for these, what I used to call get rich quick schemes and, stuff where we could pop some cash real quick and, just become some millionaires overnight. And of course, with a lot of the opportunities that didn't happen. Hopefully you guys can see my screen. I'm pulling it back up right now. Let me know if you can see 29. Mine is to hear your story so much I don't want to say anything. Oh, Natasha, you're so sweet. So, can you guys see the screen now? Is everything better? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Yes, I can see expand the PowerPoint. Okay, hopefully you guys can see. So again, like I said, I was going through the thing. I'm like, I want to do something else. So told my sister, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go. Okay, I see y'all. Y'all can see it. So I told her, I said, okay, I'll go ahead and do it with you this time. But I'm going to tell you right now, if this does not work, don't ask me to do nothing else. I'm not putting no money into nothing else because it used to always seem, like I said, we work for other companies, we would always have to sell a product and we would have to buy those products to sell. And if we didn't resell them, we would always end up with a bunch of products that we weren't using and we was just stuck being broke. And I did not want that to happen again. A fear of being broke with another network marketing company was just like, I don't want that. So jump right in on my first day and was able to get my first 5 people in the business. Why? Because there's 43 million people with less than perfect credit. And this is an opportunity that is a direct solution to that, guys. So I want to just shed some light on this. And this is something that is a very, very, very serious matter for me. And it should be for you too. How many people control their income, their schedule, their advancement, their benefits, their retirement, and their future? It was so crazy because even me being a self-employed person working in the beauty salon, in the beauty industry for so long, you would think that I controlled my income, but I didn't. Because I could have appointments on the book, for $3,000 this week, and then I have 5 of those people that cancel, and so now I'm down to $1,500, or now I'm down to $2,000. So I'm $1,000 in the hole for my goal this week. Did I control my schedule? Absolutely not. Because I had to work with the schedules of other people. They say, hey, I got a concert Friday. Can you give me Thursday? And I may not even want to work on Thursday, but now because you're a client and I have to be accommodating and you're going to a concert on Friday, now I have to manage and fix my schedule to be able to fit yours. So I did not control my own schedule. My own advancement, did I control that? No. A lot of you all don't control that. A lot of you would get fired if you go to work tomorrow morning and your boss don't like you. So you really don't control your advancement because it's a lot of you all, somebody at your job don't like you, so you didn't get promoted last month, or you didn't get that 3% or that 5 or 10% raise that you was looking for because someone doesn't like you. So no, you don't control your advancements. Do you control your benefits? I know I didn't. I did not have any. A lot of you all probably don't. A lot of people that work for temporary services do not have benefits. A lot of people that do have benefits on your job, sometimes they don't even want to give you the benefits and they're yours. Guys, understand retirement. A lot of people don't control that. I didn't have a retirement. A lot of people don't even understand that when you go to work, you're going to have to retire off of 40% of your salary. That's 40% of what you make right now. And then they ain't going to even want to give you that. You might have to get a lawyer to go and get your money when you get retired and you work for this money all your life. Do you control your future when you work for a job? No, I didn't control my future behind the chair. My future was determined on how other people felt and if they want to get their hair done for the week. So guys, understand that all of these things are important. This magazine cover, Fortune, finished at 40. My mom worked for an orthopedic company in Memphis, Tennessee for almost 20 years. And they came to her desk one day with a box and said, your time's up. So I asked a lot of people right now, a lot of you guys is on here right now, what would happen if you went to work tomorrow and somebody came in your office with the box and they said, hey, you know what? That's it. It's over with for you. We found somebody else. They're much younger. We're going to pay them a whole lot less than you. And guess what? We're not going to even give them half the benefits that you had. So now you have to go. Bye-bye. See you later. So I suppose that if that happened, that will put a lot of you guys in a crunch. Like you can comment that. What would you do tomorrow if that were to happen to you? God forbid that happen to anybody. But what do you have a plan B? Do you have a backup plan if something like that were to happen to you? A lot of people wonder, where did my career go? Will I ever retire? I used to wonder that. I didn't ever think I was going to retire because all of my money was self-generated. If I didn't go and work for the money did not get made. And I didn't understand at that point in my life that it was not about the money that you make when you go to work, but it's about the money that you make when you don't work and what you make and when you land on the pillow at night with your eyes closed. That's the money that matters, guys. Real talk. So the type of money that we make here, let me know if you guys can follow along with me. I'm on the commission screen. I'm on slide number 34. All right, so in commissions, guys, this is what we make. This is our earnings here. Tell me if you in the chat right now, put a thumbs up if you make $100 an hour at your job. A lot of people don't. I remember I used to be a serial worker. I worked 21 jobs in 1 year, and at least 3 of them was paying me over $45 an hour, never reached the 100 mark. So how many of you guys are making $100 an hour on your job? Guys, this is what we make per customer. Every time we go out and deliver valuable information to someone else about how to change their life and how to build their credit, restore their credit, we make $100 per person upfront commission just for going and telling somebody about a service. And then we make a $12 residual monthly every time that $89 is paid. So let me trip you out right quick. I know a lot of you guys, the people that invited you on here, you probably thought somebody was trying to get you on here to buy something or anything, whatever. But I just want to ask you this. How much do you go out? And I want you to comment. Tamika, operationally my job. Yes. I want you to comment how many times a day you go out and you market for a restaurant or a clothing line or anybody else and they don't give you anything. Like how many times, like I know I do it all the time. I have a favorite restaurant called Folks Folly. It's in Memphis. Anybody know Folks Folly have the best steaks to me in Memphis? That's what I think. So I always tell people anytime somebody's asking for a steak recommendation, I'm going to say, hey, you know what? You need to go to Folks Folly. You better go to Folks Folly. I'm giving Folks Folly play right now on my webinar. Hey, you need to go to Folks Folly. Okay, so check it out. When I go to Folks Folly and I have to pay that $100 for my meal, I can't tell the people at the front desk, you know what? I sent y'all 5 customers last week. Y'all gonna give me some off this steak? Because they're gonna be like, ma'am, we sorry, we don't even remember who those people is. So long story short, we market every day. A lot of people would say, well, I don't want to do network marketing. I don't want to be in the pyramid scheme. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that, because everybody's so caught up in the mind about what it is versus how many people you can help and then how much money you can make on the back end. Because it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not something you're going to come here and do. You're going to just jump to $1 million overnight. It doesn't work like that. It has to be built. Just like every time you go out and advertise for somebody else, you build and rapport with people for that person or that business. So that's the same thing that we do here with FES. We're not in the convincing business. We don't go out and beg people to fix their credit. Of course, we want people to fix their credit because it's important. But what we do is we offer a service. We don't sell people anything, because what you cannot do is sell someone something that they already have. But what you can do is offer them a service to be able to enhance that. So just imagine if there were 43 million people out here with less than perfect credit, how many of them you could be advertising a service to that you don't have to work for or do, because we have a company that's backed by the Better Business Bureau, A+ rated, that does that. All you have to do is just go out and and just advertise, just like you do for any steakhouse, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Fendi. Every time you wear a brand, you advertise for them. You just do the same thing with credit and tell some other people, which I know you know more than 5 that have less than perfect credit, and boom, you're making $100 an hour, sometimes $100 in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 15 minutes. And it's more than you'll make on any job just for going out and delivering some valuable information to help change somebody else's life, guys. That's what we do here. So a theoretical example of what you could do, or the type of money you could make here, if you did 5 protection plan membership, which is what costs $188.89 a month, no contract. If you were to do 5 of those a month, that's $500 a month. 5 a week, $2,000 a month. 10 a week, $4,000 a month. 20 per week can get you over $100,000 per year here, guys, just for going out and delivering some information to some other people, saying, hey, you know what? I know about an awesome service that can help you restore your credit. They're the experts. I can put you in the system right now. You can get started, and hopefully we'll show you some results within the first 45 to 90 days, if not 4 to 6 months. Guys, 5 a month can get you $500 a month. Now, I tell you this, here we can help you make an extra $500 a month, $500 a week. If you just want to make $5,000 for the whole year, if you just want extra, you can come here and make extra. If you want to make a career out of it, you can come here and make a career out of it. Absolutely. Can you retire from helping people with their credit? 100%. Absolutely. It just depends on what you want, how much work you can come to the table and put in that equivalates how much money you will be able to make here just being an advertisement for an awesome company that can help people restore their credit. So this is another way that we get paid, guys, and this is why I like this. A lot of people say, oh, is it a pyramid scheme? So this is what I ask people. So is it a pyramid scheme when you work for a temporary service and you get paid $10 an hour to do the job, but the temporary service is really getting paid $17 an hour? So they taking $7 and you only get paid $10. So is that a pyramid scheme when they do that? Or is it a pyramid scheme if I'm a real estate agent, I work for a real estate company, and when I sell a house, the real estate agency gets 7% and I only get 3%? Is that a pyramid scheme? I tell people it's a way that everybody can be able to make money and help one another. It's definitely not a pyramid scheme. It's a pyramid scheme if you could never reach the top. It's a pyramid scheme if you were getting done the way that you get done at work on your job, with no raises, no advancements, no control of your income, of anything like that. That is what a pyramid scheme is. Guys, this is a legitimate way that you can exercise your marketing skills. Even if you don't have any marketing skills, you can exercise your network of people that may have better marketing skills than you to be able to help a whole lot of other people other than yourself. So this is the second way we get paid. I love this way. Now, let's go back to the customers. Mind you, you don't ever have to build a team in FES to get paid, because a lot of people feel like, hey, if I'm got to go get other agents, that means that I'm doing a pyramid scheme and they just going to make money off me and blah, blah, however you put it. You don't ever have to go get another team member here. I know a guy that enrolled over 5,000 customers himself. Over 500, we got people that's enrolled over 500 personal customers themselves. And if you could come here and do that, you'll get wonderful rewards for it. But I bet if you recruit for any bank, any college, any football team, I bet you don't get paid that type of money doing no recruiting for them. So guys, understand that you don't ever have to bring in a team member. You can just make money straight off being able to go out and capitalize on customers. Partnering with real estate agents, partnering with car salesmen, bankruptcy attorneys, anybody that is in the realm of business where they have to deal with people where something is based upon their credit directly. Those are the people that we partner with. Before I go into this next slide, I also want to tell you guys, understand this. Most real estate agents turn away more people than they sell homes to. The same thing with car salesmen and car lots. They have a whole lot more cars on the lot than there are people that come in qualified to buy them. So what happens? Those people are taking a loss because they don't have qualified people. But guess what? We have a direct solution for those people that want to increase their customer base with more qualified customers. And that's what we do, which is why we partner with those people. Guys, understand that what we have here is an opportunity for you not to just restore your credit, but to make an unlimited amount of income if you want to just go out and market to some people the type of services that we're able to offer here. So check it out. Real estate agents, a lot of them have low credit scores themselves, so they can't even buy what they sell. And the same thing with car salesmen, which is why everybody needs to hear about what we have to offer here, because it helps out a lot of people, you all. So moving right along to customer acquisition bonuses, again, another way that we get paid. What happens is, say for instance, you get started tonight, you're an agent, you go out and you tell your friend about this awesome webinar that you just got off of, and you heard this amazing information that you wanted to share with him or her, and you say, listen, I think you ought to get started with me. This business is going somewhere we can make some money. You want to get started? They say, yeah. They pay $288 because that's how much it is to be an agent. It's only $100 more than the customer. So when they get started, your job is to help them get their first 2 wins, meaning you gonna help them get 2 customers, which means they're gonna make $100, and that's gonna trigger a bonus for yourself for $100. So you got paid $100, and then your friend got paid $200, and you just got paid $100 for helping. Guys, how many of you all get paid at your job $100 just for helping somebody? You will be training somebody else at your job how to do your job because they about to fire you from your job. So do you get paid that kind of money on your job to be able to teach somebody how to go out and just get 2 customers? Absolutely not. That's what we get paid to do here, guys. We get paid an increased amount of income for doing the same work across the board, which is why I love, love, love this opportunity. Guys, on our second level here, which is called field trainer, you're making $160 per agent that you bring on. So if you got a best friend and you a field trainer, and your best friend say, all right, friend, I got you. I'm going to do it with you. Okay, sign me up. When you help your friend get their first 2 wins, meaning get their first 2 customers, make their first $200, that's going to trigger a bonus for you for $160 just for helping somebody else go make $200. And mind you, it's 43 million people with less than perfect credit. So I'm sure you guys getting the first 2 will not be a problem at all. Okay, guys, so increase that to $240. So once you get to what's called a senior field trainer in our organization, that means that you have helped 2 of your friends, a right hand, what I call the right hand, and a left hand. That means that you have helped both of them get their first 2 people plus 3, meaning you've helped them get 5 people. And they have both become field trainers. What you was making $160 to do, now you make $240. So every time you help somebody go out and generate 2 customers and you got them started, oh, excuse me, y'all, my sinuses, $240 is what you're going to get paid for helping them make their first 200. You cannot beat that. Tell me who out there right now is making $240 an hour on their job. I don't think anybody, guys, anybody. Check it out. Sales director. Sales director is the pinnacle position in our company. It's the highest jump in the compensation plan, where you're making $380 per team member that you bring in. I was fortunate enough last March to be able to make a tremendous amount of income at this position. I cannot tell you an exact dollar amount, but I can tell you that it was over 15,000 and it was under 25. But that's because I got out and I actually put the work in, guys. That's what it takes. And like I told you before, you're not going to come here and be a millionaire overnight. You're going to have to exert the same efforts that you do at work, working on your job, to be able to make the type of income that you want to see here. But I can tell you that it's absolutely 100% possible. So if you're a sales director and you bring on your best friend and say, hey, partner, I want to help you get 2 people. What's up? Do you know 2 people that got less than perfect credit? He going to say, yeah, I know a lot. And you're going to say, okay, well, call them. And I got somebody that's a superstar that's going to talk to him and let them know all the details. And so they going to call him and, they're going to put somebody on the phone like me or Miss Tamara Burnside or Miss Denitra Forrest or Miss Kim Bass, they're going to put them on the phone with somebody that, and of course, they're going to get started. Once those 2 customers get started, your friend going to make 200, and you, for bringing him on, you're going to trigger a bonus for yourself for $380, guys. So just imagine if you did that, if you brought on 3 team members a week and helped them get 2 customers in the same week. Pull your calculator out. That's 380 times 3. And at this point, you could quit any job that you're working if you really want to and just pursue this full time, because a lot of people don't make $1,000 a week on their job. Mind you, we get paid around here every week, every Thursday. We're able to see our checks, what they look like on Wednesdays. On Thursdays, we get paid out. So just imagine if you were to do this 5 times a week, just at the 380 level, sales director in our business. You can generate a lot of income just for going and helping some other people and removing yourself, but making sure that other people get help, guys. That is what we do here, and that's how we generate income. This is what we call level overrides. This is what it looks like every time you bring in a business partner. Let's say, for instance, you're right there as sales director, and you have someone that just got started and they're an agent. Every time an agent brings on a new business partner, you get the differential in that. So you're making 280 every time your new agent brings on a new agent. And just to think, if you're a regional sales director like Miss Kim Bass that just shared the webinar with me, making $430 per business partner. So every time a new agent on her team brings on another agent, she's going to make $330 for that agent, guys. Are you listening? Executive sales directors in our company, which I know we have a lot of them on the webinar with us right now, they're making $475 per person. Anytime a new agent brings on a new business partner, that's $375, guys. That agent's gonna make 100. You, depending on what level you are, you're gonna make the differential in where that's at. So, guys, that's the type of money we make here. That's very important. This is an example of what it can look like if you get good and you just happen to sign on a bunch of superstars all across the world, guys. That's what I love about this opportunity, is you don't have to be in any one place to do it. You can be wherever you are. You can sign up teams in other areas. And this is what the CAB bonuses will start to look like once you help those people throughout webinars, conference calls, live trainings, kind of like what we're doing right now. Once you help those people get their wins, that accumulated to about $5,000 in total CAB bonuses, and that's for 1 week. And I was fortunate enough to do over that last March, guys. In 1 week, I had a ginormous check, and it was like, whoa, is this really, really, like, are they going to take the money back or something? The check was so big and crazy. But that's just the type of income you can make if you put your best foot forward and go out and decide to help a lot of people. So this once a month, that's about $5,000 a month. Once a week, $20,000 a month. So what if you did that twice per week, guys? That's a lot of money just for going out helping some other people. Just different information, telling them about what we offer to help them with. And an example of what the residual looks like, the power of protection and membership, and the power of helping your people the first 5 wins. When you come into the company, you give people, you're going to get paid $100 for each one of them. That's $500 on the top. So you got started today as an agent and you paid $288 today. You went and got 5 people before Saturday of this week. This Saturday, you go out and get 5 people. Then next Thursday, you're going to get paid out $500. It's just that simple. It's no cutting corners. It's none of that. It's just straight like it is. So what happens is if people go out and get 5, those 5 going to turn to 25. Those 25 are going to turn into 125. And then if you go all the way down, 19,530 protection plans per month will get you paid out at $75,000 per month. And I know a lot of people may not be able to see themselves make $1,000 a month, but I know you can see yourself making $7,500. And if you don't see yourself making $7,500, I know you can at least see yourself making at least an extra car payment or at least an extra rent payment with $750 a month or something. But anything extra, guys, like I said, if you want to come here and make a career out of it, you can. If you just want to make some extra money, you can. Nobody is trying to pull you or tell you just right now, none of that. No, but you can always add extra. We always need extra income. I know a lot of people got kids out there. I know a lot of people, kids want a lot of stuff. So of course you want to be able to make extra income to force, to help them get what they want. If it's not working out and not making ends meet with just you working. So this is the benefits that I love about FES. Once you come here and you do an amazing job, whose job out there is paying for them a car right now? Whose job even gives them miles and you go back and forth every single day, 7 days a week, some week you driving hours and miles on in to get to work and nobody getting on your car. Well, guess what? When you come here and you get 500 customers, not just you, but an accumulation of your personal team, you're going to get $600 a month towards you an Audi, a Mercedes-Benz, or a Cadillac of your choice, guys. And I'm so fortunate to say that we just hit this level back in December, although I hadn't went and got excited about going to get my car. And my sister, Vice President Couture Lindsay, she's went and got her Mercedes-Benz. She qualified back in January, and she was able to do that. Miss Denitra Forrest from Mississippi, she was able to go get her Mercedes-Benz. And it's a host of other people that have actually gotten a car with FES just for going out and helping guys, some other people, and just not making it about yourself all the time. Also, when you get to level 3, I'm sorry, when you get to level 2, they're gonna give you $10 cash, $10,000 cash. I know a lot of you all could be thinking, hey, what could I do with an extra $1,000? A lot, huh? I know I could. So when you get the team of, I believe it's 1,000 people, you gonna get 10K. I know a lot of companies tell you get hundreds of thousands of people before you type of money like that, but they're gonna, you're gonna get $1,500 a month towards one of those cars. Once you're third level, going up a lot of people, you get fourth level, $25,000 cash, guys. We do level 6 through 10, you're getting a $5,000 monthly house payment. I know here in Memphis, Tennessee, you can have a whole block for that. Monthly retirement bonuses up to $25,000 a month, guys. That's an extra $3 million extra once you hit level 7. Anywhere from level 6 through 10. Once you get those levels, you get, guys, retirement. You ain't gonna have to fight with people for the retirement. Whatever you come here earn, guys, you're gonna get it when it's your time to get it. This is our club, guys. I love this picture because it should be way this now. It's a whole lot more people that have Alice than once you hear this young lady, Nicola Smith. She's the #1 income earner in our whole entire. She does over $2.5 million a year with this company, guys, and she's amazing. She has an amazing story of how she actually got started. Yes, only been in it for 4 years, and already made over $2.5 million. This guy back here, Mr. Ashton Henry, he's the #2 agent in our whole entire company, guys. I'm talking about doing it big. I know this guy was once doing about $250,000 in personal value by himself, and he's amazing, guys. A lot of these people I know here. This young here, where's Mr. Alfred Nixon? I don't see him, guys. If you see him, point him out. Let's see, Alfred, where are you? Let's see, Mr. Anthony Jackson right here. He's amazing. Miss Lakeisha Marion, she has been 4. My screen. Are you guys still seeing screen share? Kim, are you seeing the screen share?
No, it's not on. It's just me and your picture.
No, it's not on. It's just me and your
Mm. let's see. That's so anyway. So those are just, like I said, a couple of people that have gotten their cars with FES. So long story short, opportunity, like I said, you can come here for $288 and be able to get your business, which comes with a website that's already set up where all you have to do is upload your picture to it. Once you do that, people are able to go there and gain any necessary knowledge that they need to be able to get started on the program. I don't know what's going on with the screen share. As long as you can see me, I hope you guys can see me. Maybe you can see the screen share now. So coming here, $288 to get your business, start your credit repair. Also, you still pay $89 monthly, but once you get 5 people into the business, that alleviates you of paying an $89 monthly fee. Guys, I have not paid $89 since I've been an agent with the company since September 14th of 2016. And I know a lot of other people that have not paid any fees as well. So I'm telling you, this is a great opportunity. I'm trying to get to this. I actually want to show you guys that's about some bonuses that we get that I want to make sure that I don't leave out. But long story short, it's a great idea. It doesn't matter if you have excellent credit and all your personal orders are all your personal affairs in order, but if you want to send us some people, we will be happy for you to send us some people as we possibly can. If you're number 2 and you're interested in getting your own protection plan membership, we can help you do that too. And if you want to take 3 steps, I'm interested in getting a protection plan membership and you want to get started with the business, we can definitely help you with that too and get you a game plan to get started so that you can definitely be successful here, y'all. I'm telling you, when I first got started with FES, it was the best $288 investment I ever made. A lot of people say, well, if you can make money here, why do you have to pay? Because it's not a job, it's a business. If I could tell you how much overhead I forked out over the last 10 years of being in the salon business, I mean, it's just crazy. And I can just be honest with you, all of the money that I have forked out of all of these years, I probably not even made half of that money back. I was just a self-employed person working. This is when I really didn't have a business because the business didn't make any money if I wasn't making money. Who was that? Grateful for FES. Yes, Sheila, me too. Guys, this business just paying $288, getting 5 people, not paying $89 a month and building a business here. I'm fortunate enough to say that, with a wonderful team on my side, I have an amazing team of people that have decided that they wanted to help some people other than themselves. The relation of that was helping me retire at age of 32 years old was my last day behind the chair. And I just do this full time because it's generated enough income for me to do so. The team has been able to do over 6 figures within 16 months. And I was just so astounded by that because when I got started with this business, I never thought that I would make this type of money here. I just thought that it was going to be like any other network marketing that we had ever done that always had us broke, of course. Just because I just thought it was one of those things. And to my surprise, it led me to being retired. I bought a property in a whole nother country. I'm in Montego Bay, Jamaica, and Memphis, and back and forth to wherever I want to go. This business has created a lot of time freedom for me to be able to birth other industries of income that I want to pursue. And I believe that it can do the same thing for you guys if you come here and put in the work. Again, I tell people all the time, it's not going to be something where you're going to get rich quick. But if you trust the process and you're ready to build a business and build a brand, that got you on this webinar can definitely help you do that. Is it easy to get started? Absolutely. Will it be a rocky process getting started? Sometimes. It just depends on how fast you get on go mode. And I can assure you, if you decide to come in, get your credit restored, help a whole lot of other people get what they want, then ultimately you're going to get what you want by default. This is a great business. And I always ask people, if not this business, and then if not now, then when? Are you going to decide to do something to take control of your family, your finances, and your lifestyle, and ultimately your future? What are you going to do for your family? What are you going to leave for your family? Guys, I'm talking about take this opportunity and look at it like it's golden. If it's for you, great. If it's not for you, we're not here to convince you that it is. But what we do want to let you know is that we do want to help as many people as we possibly can. And if this information does not directly benefit you, please pass it along to someone who it does, because we want to help a whole lot of people. So again, I'm Regional Vice President, Miss Erin in Memphis, Tennessee, and my co-star here in Memphis, Tennessee as well, Regional Sales Director, Miss Kim Bass. We definitely appreciate you guys for being here tonight. If you heard something that you like, please follow up with a person that they can let you know how we can get you started. If you're interested in getting started right now, let's get you started right now. We already got a game plan set up for you to win. It's easy. You just got to get out and be adamant about talking to some people and really wanting better for yourself, so we can help you do that. If you all have any questions, I'm gonna stay on for a second. If you want to put them in the chat, I know things are kind of delayed on the webinar. If you have any questions where something may not have been interpreted to you, feel free to ask those questions. I'm actually looking at the chat as we speak. Feel free to ask those questions so that I can make sure I answer them for you, because I want all the information to be crystal clear so that you can make an educated decision on not if you're going to get started, but when you'll be getting started. So guys, thank you again so very much. I definitely appreciate you, Kim. Let's see any chats. I don't see anybody putting them. Hey, Jaya, I'm just seeing you was on. Hey, Jaya. Hey, Larry. Guys, thank you all so much for jumping on. Y'all, yes, FES is definitely a blessing. I love this opportunity. It will bless anybody who actually decides to work it. And, I promise you that, I hope you guys are out there working. And you welcome, Melvin, anytime, guys. We're always willing to help people win in as much as we possibly can. So, we're going to be doing these on a regular. Hey, Queen, thank you all so much for joining in. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We'll be doing some webinar training soon, guys, too. So stay tuned for those. So anybody that's on right now, if you're thinking about go ahead and get started, go ahead and get started. The next webinar training that we have, you will definitely be on, guys. So I don't see any questions coming up in the chat. Everybody got what they came for. Drop in my inbox and let me know what you thought about the webinar. If you want us to keep having them, we definitely will. So again, guys, thank you all so much for getting on. Oh, Tiara, you welcome. You welcome. Welcome to the team. Welcome. I can't wait to see your growth. Welcome. I don't see any questions. Y'all welcome. Y'all welcome. Y'all are so bad at saying thank you. You guys are so very welcome. So very welcome. I hate if you all have people that missed it, but you guys are very, very welcome. Thank you, Kim, so much for always being amazing. Y'all welcome. You welcome, Ebony. You welcome. Tamika, you welcome. Everybody, y'all welcome. Y'all so sweet. Everybody's welcome. You welcome, Tam. You welcome. Dana, I know. Daphne, you welcome. You welcome. Oh yeah, definitely, Antoine. You gotta keep going. That's what anything you do in life, not just this business, but anything that you do in life, consistency. And every top leader that's in the business, has always told me that, which is what kept me going. Is just keep going. And I know it's the most simplest advice that you can give to people, but it's the most real if you just keep going. This opportunity is not about the swift. It's not about who's the best. It's not about who can do it the fastest. It's not about who's going slower. It's about the person that endures and who lasts the longest. It's all about the last man standing. So you got to be consistent, and you got going no matter what. I don't care what happens. Just keep promoting your business. Keep promoting your business no matter what. Because people coming. They may not come right now, but they'll come soon as long as you practice consistency, because that's what people look for the most, is seeing if you are going to slack up. So you want to make sure that you always stay on top of your game by being consistent. So guys, again, it was a pleasure to be here. Thank you guys for all of you all's comments, and I hope that you guys again got a clear understanding. For anybody that didn't, I will put out a replay link for the webinar shortly. So if you want to invite some people on to listen to the replay, you're more than welcome. But other than that, guys, I gotta go to bed. I got a long day tomorrow, so you guys have a wonderful rest of the night.